Welcome back to the Bostic Ranch Homestead blog. Today we are going to discuss our demolition process, moving and getting married. So Grace and I just came off a big celebration. We finally succeeded and achieved our dream of buying a farm. This is the first moment that Grace and I walked into our new home as owners, and we were excited. We definitely celebrated this day. It was also my 28th birthday. Grace made me a wonderful cake, but we knew it was time for us to get to work. We started by tearing out all the carpets the day that we closed on this house. So this is the dining room area, walking into the family room.
We're about 3/17/06.
And our plan was that we were just going to tear out all of the carpets. We got some help commissioned from our friends and family. Here's my dad. How's it coming?
Doing good. Nailed it. Coming up.
So we just pulled these floors up. We got the original hardwoods under here. Kelly, what is that? What is that? Just tracking progress here. So if you look in here, we got all the floors ripped out. There was carpet and then a layer of linoleum and subfloor, and then underneath we found the hardwoods. These hardwoods looks like they're painted with some sort of Kills primer or some sort of glue. Behind me here is the steps, and they end up looking pretty beautiful, better than that green carpet. Same thing here upstairs. Look how beautiful those floors are, the sun reflecting off them. So we got all of the flooring. We still got some staples to remove, but we got all the carpet out of here, got it stacked up out by the barn. Next, we spent time cleaning up the floors, pulling out staples and nails and scraping the glue between the planks on the floors. This was a tedious process, hours long. Here's Grace scrubbing the floor. Our goal was that we were gonna live in the upstairs and live on these floors for a period of time. Down the road, we might refinish them, but for right now, we just wanted to get them cleaned up so that we could move in furniture upstairs. So here's our demo progress after the first weekend. If you're someone with vision, can you see this space, what it might transform into? Curious if that's someone else's love language. But huge upgrade there. Getting the green carpet out, getting the hardwood floors upstairs, and this after picture is us adding our bed to the sunroom. We didn't demo anything in there, but that was our bedroom for the first month. We began packing the van up on weeknights and some weekends throughout the month of July and taking all of our furniture. Here's us taking apart our old bed frame. Me and Grace getting a dresser stuck, going down the third floor steps of our old house. We slowly moved ourselves in throughout the month of July, and I started to focus in on some of the projects that needed to be done for us to live here full time. First project we needed to do was to have a working sink in order for us to be able to live in the house. Our kitchen sink didn't drain, and here is me taking it apart, coming across some clogs in both that horizontal pipe and then also in the main drain line connected to our main stack here that runs out to the septic tank. So I just decided I'm going to replace from the cut in the pipe all the way up to the kitchen sink drain. And I went ahead and got PVC there, got a nice clean out, got it connected to the main. Here we got the water running again. And eventually I got that outlet switched out with a GFCI, but I just pulled from pre-existing electric, and this was a temporary setup. We eventually were gonna move the location of our sink, so I made it so everything from the bottom of the cabinet up could be reused, including a new garbage disposal. Callie's loving it. While I was working on the plumbing, Grace started to paint our bedroom Caffeine, a color by Behr, and this color turned out absolutely amazing. We didn't get a lot of content of the painting, unfortunately, but here are some finished photos. It goes really good with dark trim. I think it could work with really any floor color, and just the way the sun hits this color, it changes color throughout the day. I really like it, highly recommend it if you're thinking of a new color for your walls. We were fortunate to be able to spend our weekends in the summer focused on renovating the house. Here I'm tearing out the old floors. There was 4 layers of linoleum glued, nailed, and stacked on top of each other. So I was cutting out sections and just peeling them one at a time. And that was a real process, I'll tell you. And here's my brothers tearing out a fence. Man, I got the best support system. They came out one weekend with my dad. Here's my dad watching the burn pile. Truly, without the support system that Grace and I have, this homestead dream wouldn't be possible. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Of course, we get to share cool moments with them as well, enjoying the fruits from the apple tree. Another early first mission for Grace and I was to plant our first tree on the property. We picked up a Norway spruce from a local nursery, and here we are prepping the site with the weed whip. There's Callie and Grace with the Norway spruce. And this was a special spot for us, and you'll hear a little bit more about that shortly. Getting that tree up here. What are you doing? Enjoying the hot summer sun, planting some roots down. This spot was the spot that Grace and I, we were walking this property when the house went on the market. We looked down this hill and we said to each other, this is the one. This tree is the first tree, and we're going to be planting trees at all life's events and stages, and so this is our moving tree. And listen for my nighttime screeching in Ohio. Screech, screech. Luna moth, look for me. Speaking of animals, let me tell you about my new passion for whitetails. I bought a bow in 2024, had the intention to archery hunt, and I'm still progressing on my journey. Let me show you where I was at the day before our wedding. So if we look out here, got this ram target. I'm gonna be recording my first shot here. See how it looks. Looks like it's at about 45 yards out. Let's go for 2. Definitely got a hit on that first one. All right, let's go check it out. All right, 45 yards, not a great grouping. Got one in the dead center. As the wedding drew near, Grace and I shifted our focus toward wedding-related projects and planning, like building this threshold with the Bostic ranch sign that we would be married under. And here's a great picture of Grace and Callie underneath that same sign. Shout out to Grace. She planned so much of this wedding. The venue was able to host 100 of our guests on site and 200 guests for the wedding. And an excited bride. After months of planning, the stage was set for us to have an incredibly full and beautiful wedding weekend with all of our closest friends and family. We arrived on Friday night and unpacked our truck full of table runners and drinks and food for the wedding weekend. Here's my parents bringing in some sticks that we used as our centerpieces. We got so much help from all of our friends and family to make this weekend truly special. They helped us with our tables, they helped us with food, they helped us with little logistics. Eventually we transitioned into our rehearsal dinner. Grace and I have very big wedding parties. These are all the people who supported us through the years and helped shape us into who we are. There's the ladies and there's the fellas. After the rehearsal, we transitioned into a rehearsal dinner where we had a brisket meal. We had a few people give speeches, and we just enjoyed this beautiful autumn evening in Hocking Hills on this 60-acre wedding venue property. And after the rehearsal dinner, we had a welcome bonfire for everyone coming in and out of town. We started off Saturday morning with a hike. Here's everyone who joined us for our hike around the property. This was really exciting. Grace and I are very into health, and we like to share that value with our loved ones. Shortly after our hike, we got ready. After we got ready and did our first reveal, Grace and I took some photos that we will treasure forever. And share some love for Grace in the comments for how beautiful she looked on our wedding day. After our photos, we were ready for our big moment. Our longtime friend and mentor, Shawn led the wedding ceremony. We shared a verse from the Bible and exchanged our vows in front of our closest friends and family. And then came something we'd planned for months, a tree planting ceremony that honored the elements and the intentions that we had set out for in married life together. The symbolic nature of the tree planting ceremony was so meaningful to Grace and I. It tied our marriage to something we'll literally watch grow here, season after season, right along this homestead. After the ceremony, we had dinner and dancing with all the people we love. For real, this was one of the most magical weekends of our lives. Thanks again to everyone who came and who had a hand in making it so special. You'll have to tune in to the next video to see this wedding willow go into the ground. Continued progress on our renovation. It's gonna be knocking out this wall behind me here and this dividing wall. We're gonna heighten this ceiling up. So it's just 10-foot ceilings all the way through into our beautiful sunroom. And we'll be enjoying our first fall season on the farm.